32 years old, 6 feet 6 inches tall, 267 pounds.
And you can see it's that big reach of advantage. The professional experience favors Anderson Silva. Adegbuyi is still very young in his career. He only started professional, established those straight punches. And I'm very curious to see how Anderson Silva is going to react to those.
Both these fighters prefer to ease into the fight, unlike our last fight, where they just came out guns blazing. Todd Grisham, Joseph Valtellini, Whitney Miller with you here from the rocking Sears Center in Chicago. This is our main event on the Glory Super Fight Series. Anderson Silva in the black gloves and Benjamin Adegbuyi wearing white.
So already you see the output of Adegbuyi slowing down. That means they respect the counter-punching of Broddick. Especially in the first few rounds where Broddick's has all his energy and full power. That's why Adegbuyi's staying very tight and technical.
And Adegbuyi so big, strong, and powerful. He is a specimen, but don't expect Silva to be intimidated in the least bit. He's faced the best of the best for sure.
Yeah, and Anderson Silva's really good at attacking that liver, so you're going to really see him mixing that left hook to the body and left kicks to the liver. He had a beautiful left kick liver knockout against Gordon Help at Glory 32 Virginia. There he goes, attacking that liver with that left hook.
Adegbuyi coming off a tournament victory in Nice, France. He won twice in one night, but a nice connecting, I believe, left hand from Anderson Silva. Best punch of the round.
Yeah, Anderson Silva's doing a really good job. But it's Adegbuyi really trying to use his counter-punching too, right back.
There's an uppercut as Adegbuyi opens up a little bit. I think that punch from Silva got his attention. He's woke now.
And remember, Adegbuyi's training partner is Rico Verhoeven, and Rico Verhoeven beat Anderson Silva with low kicks, so Adegbuyi might utilize the low kicks as the fight progresses.
Adegbuyi. Adegbuyi has won the contender tournament. He is due a third title shot against Rico Verhoeven, but they trained together. He said, I'm not in any rush to get that title shot. I want to clean out the division first, and it starts here tonight with Anderson Silva.
I'm very curious to see what's going to happen when he has to fight Rico.
That inside low kick picks Silva's right leg up off the ground.
Both guys are very hesitant to open up because they're both doing a good job at throwing counter hooks.
It's been a close and competitive round one. Not quite what we expected. We thought Adegbuyi would be a little bit more dominant, but Silva obviously coming to fight here tonight.
Yeah, they're really respecting Silva's counter hooks, which it did do damage with that one big shot from Silva.
It's just 3. 6 minutes left in our main event. Benjamin Adegbuyi, the #1 contender in the world, taking on the Brazilian Anderson Silva, who's wearing the black gloves. And would your message to Adegbuyi perhaps be a little bit more busy?
I'd like Adegbuyi to really use that reach like he just did there. Use his jab. Move back a little bit. Keep the space. That jab and maybe follow some kicks off of that. Maybe a straight right, but I think Adegbuyi's most successful when he stays active. You don't want Anderson Silva close to you.
The uppercut just missed.
Good job. There it goes. Straight punch to low kick.
And an uppercut from Silva.
And Silva does a good job, and after he hits that counter punch, he's moving his head because Adegbuyi has a counter hook waiting right back. Those low kicks are open for Adegbuyi, so you're going to see a lot of punch-to-kick combinations now.
And Silva walking in with his hands down. You don't see that a lot from him.
Definitely a better round for Adegbuyi. Oh,
and Adegbuyi,
that left high kick stunned Adegbuyi.
Adegbuyi's off balance now, trying to find his feet. Not sure if Silva's aware of it. Look at Adegbuyi. Knees, legs, not quite 100%.
Broddick's got to put some pressure in.
And And a high kick again from Silva. Why not?
That was the kick that hurt him, that close range left high kick. And Silva does a good job that he constantly kicks the liver with his left kick, and then he kind of switches it and cuts it down to a left high kick. But he's got to attack that left hook to the liver. He's got to be a little bit more active.
Adegbuyi by no means is dominating this fight. We mentioned Silva could have won the first round, and he might well be winning the second.
That's that left hook mixed with uppercuts, but Adegbuyi needs to stick with those low kicks. Don't get punch hungry.
There's a high kick of his own. Tried to follow up with a 1-2 and then a knee, but he goes down. It's a slip. Half minute to go here in round 2.
Adegbuyi's most successful when he uses his jab and his low kick. He shouldn't be letting Anderson get so close to him like this. He's got to establish straight punches. He's letting Anderson get on the inside and get his punches off.
Give credit to Silva's game plan. It's working quite well here. A left hand counter punch connects.
That's his famous shot, that counter left hook.
Well, Joe, we might be in the...
Silva also did some good damage with uppercuts on the inside. Ooh. And that's when he rolled his head off and slipped over. But Adegbuyi's doing most of the damage with his low kick, but that high kick there from Silva. Adegbuyi coming out with some urgency. Dennis Crowell's probably telling him, you got to be more active. And there it goes, low kicks. According to fight metrics, it's Anderson Silva who's more active in landing the cleaner shots.
The good and bad about Glory Kickboxing, it's only 3 rounds. There's not much time to turn things around when they're not quite going the way you planned, and things aren't going how Adegbuyi had hoped.
Adegbuyi's now attacking the back leg, the inside back leg, and that's how Rico was able to finish Anderson Silva.
And a nice knee there, sticks inside from Adegbuyi.
That's what Adegbuyi needs to do. He doesn't need to fight boxing with boxing. Beautiful crescent kick. Fakes the high kick, comes around with the outside of his left foot.
And a right hand there from Adegbuyi. Into the body. And an inside low kick.
He's definitely caught his second wind. He's doing a good job at doing damage with those punches and kicks.
And now Silva coming back and a body kick from Adegbuyi. Silva content just to counter punch right now, it seems.
Adegbuyi's definitely a well-conditioned fighter, and you saw him in his last contender win. He went 6 rounds of non-stop volume, non-stop action, so you know Adegbuyi has the conditioning.
Anderson Silva from one of the great fight towns in the world, Curitiba, Brazil. Anderson Silva, the UFC champion from that city.
This is going to be very interesting because it's going to come down to this round 1. Adegbuyi's doing awesome damage, mixing up his left low kick and his right low kick.
We have not had the explosiveness from the last heavyweight fight we saw tonight. A lot of technical skill on display here. This crowd trying to spur Adegbuyi on. Oh, an inside low kick. That might be ruled a knockdown, and it is a huge moment in this fight.
Yeah, it was the ropes that held Silva up, but it could have looked like that leg was cut under him. Very tough call.
A controversial decision. We'll talk about it more at length when this fight is over, but right now 30 seconds to go, and Silva now needs to get busy, but eats a body shot.
Adegbuyi's really good at those straight punches, and his conditioning is just too much for Silva.
And now you can see Adegbuyi full of confidence in life.
He's calling him on, but those punch to low kicks are hurting Silva.
Silva not throwing back, hands down by his waist. 10 seconds to go now.
There you go.
Oh, the left hand stuns Adegbuyi now.
Silva's got to put the action on.
Just seconds to go. Silva completely out of gas. A great round 3. And
as we go to the judges' scorecard, here now are the totals. Judge Janusek scores the bout 29-27 Adegbuyi. Judge Puccio scores the bout 28-28. And Judge D'Amato scores the bout 28-28. It is a majority draw. But according to Glory rules, totals, we go one more round.
Here we go, Joe. Batten down the hatches. We're going to an extra round here in our heavyweight main. Adegbuyi wearing the white gloves. Silva in the black. Will we even go the full 3 minutes?
I don't know. It's that jab and low kick that's Adegbuyi's going to constantly throw, and that's where that efficiency comes. He's going to touch, rip the low kick, or really look for those left hooks to the body. But Silva's still got that power in his punches.
He sure does, and he's backing Adegbuyi up, who lands a big uppercut, and Silva's stunned, and he takes a knee. What an uppercut from the Romanian.
Yeah, that uppercut did damage, but it was that followed left hook that finished it.
You want to go? Are you okay?
Silva's ready to go, and Benjamin Adegbuyi running right at him, starting out with a low kick, and now going upstairs.
Silva's got to stay defensive.
Our referee's looking at him close. Silva fighting back. He's not going to go down without a fight.
Silva's just going to hold this shield and see if he can rip off counter punches. That's his best option now. Sit there and try to whip off counter punches, especially while Adegbuyi kicks. That's the time Silva needs to throw his punch.
A fantastic main event. It started slow, but it's finishing fast. At this point, Silva needs a knockdown. Adegbuyi taking a big breath, and then another uppercut.
Silva looked like he got frozen there for a second. I don't know how much he has left.
Ooh, he just missed that right hand. Silva's hands are down. He was doing better when he was against the ropes, Joe.
Yeah, he needs to stay against the ropes. I think that's his best option, because this way Adegbuyi just keeps creating space and using his low kicks.
A lot of heart being shown by the Brazilian here in our main event. He's still landing his own punches.
He slipped in a few uppercuts. But Adegbuyi's going for the KO shot.
And a right hand from Silva grazes the temple. The crowd chanting, Benny, Benny. And now look at Silva still coming forward though, Joe.
Yeah, that just shows the heart and the experience of Silva. He's been and taken shots from some of the best, and you gotta think he's even fought Daniel Guida, one of the best low kickers in kickboxing.
So 30 seconds for Silva to come up with something magical here.
He's anticipating those low kicks. Silva's really relying on his uppercuts on the inside.
Adegbuyi told us how fit he was, how great of a condition he was in, and he's proven it. Still throwing some very strong power punches here in an extra round. 10 seconds to go. Body kick from Adegbuyi. Another one.
Anderson Silva can counter back.
Great fight in our main event.
Taking a look at these highlights. This is the big damage. It was attacking that back leg. Anderson Silva held up by the rope, so referee Chris Wagner called it a knockdown. A good job at Adegbuyi, constantly putting pressure on Silva. Silva having to take a knee, which that was the end of the fight there.
The judges' scorecard, all three judges scored the bout, and that round the same. 10-8 for your winner, Benjamin Adegbuyi.